everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining me on this third day of Advent. So, third up in the Advent calendar is Bren's. It says it's a German style lager. It's a product of Belgium. And funny story, so this is another beer brewed by a company that doesn't have a website. And I don't normally look at the review websites just so that I can make my own review. Um, but I went ahead and I clicked on, I think it was called tastings.com, because it was really the only thing that had anything about brands. And so, as I pointed out, it's a German style lager, but it's a product of Belgium. And the website noted that, and at the end said that it was a great Mexican like lager. So it's a German style, Mexican like Belgian lager. So take it for what it is. So yeah, it's in a green bottle, and as you can imagine, as soon as I crack this thing open, I can get a little bit of that skunky hint, much like Heineken is when you get it here in the States. And as you can see, it's a nice light golden color. I don't know if you could tell in the intro, there's just a little bit of a head on it. I'm trying a little bit more to bring that head up just in case anybody's interested to see how it builds. It's not overly carbonated. There's not a lot of bubbling going on in this. A little bit. Probably can't tell. Even with it being that close. Maybe it's coming up on camera. For what my phone is showing is that it's not. So, anywho, since I don't have any information from the website, I'll just dive right into it. Cheers. Pretty good. Not nearly as skunky as I was expecting. I mean, there's not a lot of skunkiness in the flavor. It tastes like a German lager, similar to some that I had. Maybe just a little bit more mild in the malty flavor than some. A little bit of the breadiness, but otherwise it's a good beer. It's got real smooth flavor. It would pair well with a lot of foods, I think. I'm gonna take another drink though. Yeah, I mean, really, even though I could smell a skunkiness when I cracked the bottle open, it's not in the flavor. And if you saw the initial Advent calendar unboxing, you could tell that box was pretty well enclosed. So I'm hoping that means that it has been in like a totally enclosed in a box since it was bottled. I'm assuming that's why it doesn't have that skunky flavor. And honestly, I don't mind it. I've kind of grown accustomed to it, I guess, over the years. There's plenty of green bottled beers or even clear bottled beers that end up doing that. So I guess I've kind of grown to even like it. Sometimes I crave it. Sometimes I'll go get some Heineken just because I like that skunky flavor. This doesn't have it though. So realistically, if you happen to come across it and you're looking for something along the lines of a nice malty lager, this would fit the bill. It's got a crisper taste than say a Budweiser does for sure. It's definitely a good beer. Honestly, I was surprised. I figured it was going to be skunky. It would be okay and whatever. But I mean, honestly, just about as good as a Gruner that I had just 2 days ago. So another great beer for the Advent calendar. And like I said, if you happen to come across it, I say go ahead and pick it up. Although I don't know that I've seen this one in Aldi. That's really hard to pronounce it singular. You're just so used to pronouncing a store that sounds like somebody's name, with the S at the end to show possessive or like a multiple, I guess. But yeah, it's Aldi. So, anywho, I do digress. I I don't know where you would buy this. I kind of feel like maybe Aldi's got a contract with some brewer that, or maybe a few brewers in Europe that make like knockoff beers just for them. Because when I was trying to find a website to this, the images that pop up in my Google search, the first one was a picture of a bottle of this, and then right next to it, in a very similar bottle with a very similar label, was Beck's. So, I don't know. I guess at least they didn't call it Breck's. So, I don't know. Regardless, it's a good beer. If you see it, awesome, pick it up. And, yeah, try it. And again, this is from the Advent calendar. And I'm just rambling, so I am going to stop and say that this is the Malted Gentleman reminding you you only have one liver, so use it wisely.